Today I am watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 5. Episode 4 was a Halloween episode, probably one of my favorites of the season so far. We got to learn everybody's fears, and they had to face them, which was interesting. We saw Giles come to their rescue with a chainsaw. Riley was back, Miss Walsh was back, so it was great to see those characters. Buffy's mom was back, so yeah, I'm very curious to see what this episode will be. We still don't really have like a main villain yet. My only real prediction is those taser group who are going around attacking vampires, something with them. Please no spoilers, but that's my guess. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Looks so normal.
Yeah, what's up with these guys? Something's wrong. Oh, bonked him.
Buffy?
Parker?
Why does this guy keep showing up everywhere? Why is he hanging out in cemeteries? Give him the chops, Buffy. Oh, 2-for-1 special. See you later. It's like video game music. Beep, 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 beep. Well, now Parker knows she's a vampire slayer, so.
How I've treated you. Now I owe you my life.
Don't fall for it, Buffy. Is this a dream? Don't fall for it.
Do you think one day you might?
No.
The music swells. Oh, just a daydream.
Listen, what are you doing later tonight?
Yeah, he's talking to somebody else. That's his plan. He's just gonna use that same line on every girl that will listen.
How does this conflict with the ego manifest itself in the psyche? What do we do when we can't have what we want?
Well, there's a few ways to deal with it. Slaying vampires is Buffy's preferred method.
Buffy. After how I've treated you and...
So holding ice cream and flowers. With this shirt open. Oh my god. I'm surprised that he's even like Angel in any of these daydreams. It's just all Parker, but...
Rough day? Come on, Buff. Be a lonely drunk.
Is he drunk right now? What is happening?
Work with me here. I'm finally an essential part of your collegey life. No more...
How so?
Fair means brother.
Mon Girdlefair. Behold.
Also not accurate. Oh, that mustache is terrifying.
More to it than wiping and kicking. Mixing drinks, for instance.
Occasionally, yeah.
I can do the hippie shake.
I haven't seen Cocktail, and I don't feel like that's involved.
Unload 'em right here, baby. Rough day? You want to talk about it?
He's got to stop. He's got to learn a new
I
trick.
really, really like inside these deep little brain fantasy bubbles where everything's perfect.
She's just talking about Parker.
That he wants more than just bubble Buffy, and he'll pop me out, and we'll go to dinner, and...
I hate that he's wormed his little way into Buffy's brain.
I feel strongly about Stinky Parker Man.
He can be really sweet.
No, we can't. It's manipulative.
A glass of white wine.
Simple request.
Ice water.
One drink at a time, bud. One drink at a time. If you, yeah, just take it slow. They'll hate you, but you know. Yeah, a pub on campus seems risky considering wouldn't the freshmen be 19 if they graduated high school at 18?
My father says.
I'm sorry, what?
Forget about it.
This is not going well. This is not. Why is the TA hanging out at the campus pub? Just for a glass of water? Stop torturing yourself, Buffy! He's not gonna change. It's never gonna happen. I'm sorry. I wish he wasn't such a jerk.
Today, I designed it myself.
You are so sharp. Hey, Paula.
Is that a pin joke?
A meeting of minds, possibly debating the geopolitical ramifications of bioengineering.
At the very least. Is this a Welsh pub? There's a Welsh flag in the background, or a Wales flag?
I see some ID. Kid, you're not getting a drop until I'm satisfied.
Just give him a beer.
Okay, very loose with the rules around here. Yeah, just an entire pitcher.
Buffy?
I want the bronze. What's this? What are we doing with Xander bartending here? Seems to be a very Xander-focused episode again.
Really be like I killed him, really.
Buffy.
I'm a slut.
No, not at all. Stop.
Yeah, what my friend's just saying is, you shouldn't be sad and alone right now.
What my friend's saying is we're both jerks and creeps.
Girl who should be covered with men.
Look at just like the lineup of them behind. Oh my god. This is a Sears catalog photo. What are we doing? Don't do the drink from Strange Man. Come on, Buffy. Tell me you've seen one PSA. If you want to rage drink about Parker, that's totally your choice. Just not with these creeps. Please. Ah, God. I feel like we had like a party episode before where she was drugged, her and Cordelia.
You got a table.
I had to kill a man.
What's a really
Makes sense. Yeah, it was worth it for sure. What's happening with Oz? He's missing class. He is having some feels about this lead singer.
Oh, that's okay. I'm fine. Thanks.
He's not fine. And Willow's gonna spiral. Things are happening. What's going on? Oh, that 90s hair and the blue eyeshadow. Oh my.
Do you know her?
I think he wants to. Oz, what are you thinking? Something's happening.
Oh, there'll be no Thomas Aquinas at this table.
Keep your theology of providence to yourself, Fab.
Is that, isn't he from Harold and Kumar? Ah, frick. I know I've seen him before.
There would be kinda nice and pretty cool.
Why is Buffy drowning her woes in 4 frat bros who are dumb?
Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, what do you like?
Well...
As they just keep passing her beers. Oh, Buffy, I know you're heartbroken over Parker, but...
Groupie. Buff, have you heard of this Veruca chick?
Buffy's not there. I'm terrified. I feel like bad things happened to her last night.
Bright colors. Music. Tiny little...
What did they do to her brain?
With 4 really smart guys.
4?
Oh. I hope she just means drinking.
Got her face? No. Just lots and lots of beer.
I was worried about how that story was going to end. Very worried.
He deserves a torturous and slow death by spider bite.
That would be my nightmare. You're in your butterfly pajamas.
Fun too.
And they're buttoned unevenly. I mean, they are adorable, but yeah, clothes for class would probably be helpful.
Now, if I've been unclear in any way, speak now.
Buffy!
She just stole that girl's sandwich. What was in that beer? What's going on?
I said hand them to me at the start of the class on Monday.
Something's going on for sure. I don't trust these frat bros for a second. Oh, it's in the beer. Oh, shoot. Is this going to be like the candy bar episode? Or they become teenagers or something?
Ed.
Why are we resorting Buffy to like college stereotypes where she's like just getting drunk with frat bros and barely having, you know, coherent sentences?
Yeah, Veruca's band. And they asked me to sit in with them. It'd be kind of cool if you were there.
I don't think this is going to go well.
Because of the fun.
Yeah, I guess I could see how it'd be dull for you.
It's not that. She just doesn't want to watch you stare at someone else.
Yeah.
Why does Oz keep missing class? Is he going to start focusing more on his band and like drop out?
Bye.
I mean, I knew Buffy was upset over Parker, but I still thought she was like... I thought her like character was stronger than this to just like, I don't know, it just seems like such a stereotype that she would just become this, you know, ape-like creature freshman year, getting drunk all the time. Oh, look who it is, Parker!
Hey.
Or she does the cat thing where she just like taps the drink off the counter.
And you act like it's nothing more than a bag of some kind of snack food.
That's because to him it is. He doesn't take it seriously.
Relationships center on a deep emotional tie. Or a loyal friendship or something.
Kill me now. This guy's a monster.
Two people passing through life, enriching or aggravating each other's lives briefly.
Like two ships in the night. Blech.
Can't two people who feel an attraction come together and create something wonderful?
Don't fall for it, Willow.
Better for it, but never overanalyzing it or wanting it to be more than it was?
If you had talked to Buffy beforehand, then maybe, but she had other expectations.
She should too.
He sure knows how to gaslight people.
People shouldn't have to preface casual sex with, just so you know, I'll never grow any older with
It usually helps to talk about what you want, but you know, he'll figure that out eventually. Takes the fire out of it. Oh my god, this guy's a monster. Maybe. Sounds like he's been reading Hallmark cards. Are they actually becoming apes? I was just joking, but nah, they're undressing and trying to learn how to pick up tools and possibly start fires. Oh man.
So the right amount.
Xander's just taking advantage of their whatever current state they're in. Oh my.
Buddy?
Oh god. Oh, bonked him. What was that? I could just see fur on his face. I don't know what that was. Oh my. He is becoming a monkey.
God.
De-evolving and going back to his monkey state. Yeah, just scream in each other's face. Oh god, here they go. So we're going with beer turning them into monkeys. That's today's episode. I don't like flame. Yeah, or the cavemen? Is maybe that's what it is?
Fire angry!
Okay, well he knows one of their weaknesses. That's good, I guess.
Some of your patrons are turning into cavemen.
They had it coming.
Is he creating this? Is he orchestrating this Black Frost beer concoction? Cue jungle music. Oh, bonked him. Excellent bonk, if I do say so.
You know, I've been taking abuse from snot-nosed kids for 20
Yeah, is he just seeking his revenge?
It's all men the same.
Why are we talking about beer? The guys are...
Because he's like, I know what's causing it. I'm the creator of this. Yeah.
Neat, huh? My brother-in-law's a warlock. He showed me how to...
Oh my god. Of course he is.
Start questing for fire.
Relax. It'll wear off in a day or so.
In a day or so, someone can get killed.
Yep, it's Sunnydale, so... My brother-in-law's a warlock.
Bad man.
Yes, he's been poisoning everybody in this bar because he thinks, you know, the kids don't appreciate his hard work. I don't know. I feel like we went from like such a good episode and now we have this. And I've noticed that before too, like it'll spike with a good episode, not a Spike reference. Oh, bye. But like a good episode, bad episode, good episode, bad episode. Because they put all their effort into the good episode. And then they're like, well, we gotta do something next week. I'm sure your insurance company will love the excuse cavemen bashed my car in.
Evil? You knew it was beer. Well, excuse me, mister. I spent the 60s in an electric Kool-Aid funky Satan.
It's got you there.
Buffy's a grown-up. Intelligent enough to...
She's doing caveman drawings, you know. One of their more artistic endeavors.
Parker, bad.
Oh god, she's gonna go kill Parker now in a caveman rage.
You know, sit with. Feeling totally at ease, spewing whatever's on my mind.
Because you hang out with them 24 hours and then you ditch them. How are you supposed to, you know, actually grow and develop anything?
Can I tell you something kind of private?
Okay.
Don't fall for this. It's false vulnerability.
I've enjoyed talking with you.
He's doing the same thing to Willow that he did to Buffy. Ah!
What?
Just how gullible do you think I am?
Thank God.
I mean, with your gentle eyes.
Oh my god, I was like, come on, Willow. I know things with you and Oz are weird, but don't.
Id boy. Only thing you're thinking about is how long before you can jump on my bone.
Yep, 100%.
Changed since the dawn of time.
You cavemen. Oh my god. I'm glad Willow called him out on his stuff and was like, I'm not falling for your lies, sir. Oh, bonk. I feel like someone wrote this episode and was just like, I want to see Buffy act like an idiot for an episode. So here we go.
Want people.
Well, at least she's still talking. That's good.
Boys smell nice.
Don't do it. You can't take that back.
Strong.
Buffy, get beer.
Buffy, get.
Yeah, she's just like they were talking about it in psych class, where they were saying they just focus on everything they want and nothing else matters. Should have added subtitles for the cavemen. Oh, now they've conquered fire. They're not afraid of fire. Oh, great, it's spreading. They're gonna burn this pup to the ground. Honestly, it's kind of reminding me of like the hyena episode from season 1 where Xander goes to the zoo. And I think I like that episode more than this, to be honest. This is not my favorite. Yes, first lesson, very important lesson. Fire is hot. Oh, she's learning tools, the fire extinguisher. Excellent. But will she figure out how to use it? She's gonna throw it in the fire, isn't she? Was the moral of this episode like, don't drink beer because it might turn you into a caveman? It's nice to see even caveman Buffy wants to save Willow.
Sort of, sideways limp.
I mean, he's not wrong, it's just a weird description. Yeah, she's a caveman with Slayer abilities. Is she gonna leave Parker? Is this the end of Parker? Of course not, he'll outlive us all.
Oh god!
She did want to kill him in her cave drawing, so...
What do we do? Oh god!
Yes, excellent, bonk. Well, I think she's over him now, or caveman Buffy is over him. Yeah, I was like, please don't just leave him in there to die. I feel like you'll regret that later, even though he's a huge jerk.
Political ramifications of being mean to me.
Are they gonna have any memory of this when they wake up tomorrow?
Treated you before. It was wrong of me, and I'm sorry.
Is this genuine? It seems genuine.
Do you think you could forgive me?
Buffy's not even gonna remember this conversation, is she? Yep, okay, good. Just get one more in there, you know. Still got some aggression built up, yep. Yeah, I figured, yeah, no, just let him sleep it off. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 5. It wasn't my favorite, and especially coming off such a strong episode of the Halloween episode, this definitely felt like a dip. And I've noticed before in the show where we have a really strong episode and then not a great episode. So obviously they only have so many resources, and they've put a lot of effort into the previous week's episode, and then the next week's episode kind of suffers because they still have to keep putting out episodes, especially with such long seasons. Every season I've seen so far has, 22 episodes. It kind of reminded me of the candy bar episode where everybody acted like teenagers, but I feel like that was more entertaining and we saw more like significant consequences of that. Like we're still hearing about Giles and Joyce, having sex, and Buffy brought that up a few episodes ago, and we got to learn more about the principal at the time. This just kind of seemed like a stereotype that, freshmen at college are just a bunch of cavemen when they drink, and they just made it a reality. So so it wasn't terribly entertaining, and it also kind of reminded me of the hyena episode where Xander became part of this hyena pack. As we saw, Xander seemed to be featured more in this episode, him having this new job bartending, and I guess that's how they're going to work him into the story more, is that now he will actually be on campus. Obviously he's not a student, but it definitely felt like they were trying to bring up, you know, like drinking is bad, despite the bar being on a university campus where at least the freshmen would be underage, you would assume, like that entire class, assuming most freshmen start after high school, where they would be 19, some of them maybe even 18, and as far as I know, the legal drinking age is still 21 in the US. So yeah, I was like, why are you putting a bar on a college campus and then scolding them for drinking at underage also, and just like bringing out the worst aspects of people when they drink? I definitely feel like they were trying to push against, like, don't drink, this is bad for you, you're gonna become this caveman if you drink. And we didn't even get to see like cool science pieces of, you know, who is behind this, or like what are they putting in it. They had like that brief shot of like beakers and, you know, weird colored liquids going through different things, and then the bar manager was like, oh yeah, it's me, big mystery, you caught me. And I'm assuming he would have just kept doing it if the bar hadn't burned to the ground. And the bar manager was just like, oh yeah, it's me, you caught me, I don't like youth of today, so I spiked their beer to turn them into cavemen. You know, my brother-in-law's a warlock, like, ha ha ha, I've got this funny joke going inside my bar that, you know, I'm secretly turning all these kids into cavemen. Isn't that hilarious? Just like, what is wrong with you? And he had no like intention of stopping. I feel like it was the bar that was burning down, so maybe he'll stop now because there won't be a bar for him to conduct these experiments in. But, you know, there was no big mystery of who is it or what is he putting in there. They spent like very little time on any of those elements at all. I don't know what scientific formula would even exist to turn someone back into a caveman, but it was just, they never explored any of it. They're just like, this is a story, just accept it, we're running with it. And even when Xander finds out it's the bar manager, he doesn't like tell anybody, he just gets mad. He's like, well, I gave that beer to my friend, like I gave that to Buffy because I had no idea that you would secretly, you know, had this plan in the background. I wasn't expecting Parker to still be around, but, you know, episode 5, he's still here, and obviously Buffy had some feelings about it, and she's having those daydreams, you know, where he turns into Prince Charming basically and brings her chocolate or brings her ice cream and flowers and is apologizing and saying all these nice things to her. And then we have Willow confronting him and being like, you know what, I don't believe any of your stuff, it's complete lies. And I was so happy when Willow did that. I was like, there's no way she's falling for this, we're not doing this again. And Parker was just so taken aback that somebody had actually stood up to him, especially Willow, you know, calling him out on everything. I was just so happy that she did that. And anytime Willow stands up for herself, it just makes me so happy. We did see Buffy save Parker from the fire, but in her caveman form. Usually whenever these things happen, they remember them, so I feel like she will remember this, and maybe she'll actually remember the apology he gave her. That would, I think, be huge, because I feel like it was genuine. He also nearly died, so maybe he'll actually, you know, mean it and, you know, is genuinely sorry for how he treated her. And it was also great just to see Buffy, you know, bonk him over the head a few times, because she did have some very clear aggression towards him and was very angry, and you know, in her caveman drawing, she wanted to destroy him, and luckily that didn't happen. But the fact that, you know, she seems to have worked through this in a weird caveman way and has processed, you know, whatever her and Parker were. So I really hope the next episode we don't see her, you know, still pining over Parker, or if she is, you know, maybe it's not the whole focus of the episode. The reason she went to the bar to talk to Xander was because she was upset about Parker, and he's in the corner, you know, kissing somebody else, and Buffy decides to, you know, vent these aggressions into, you know, drinking with these frat boys. At first I was thinking, okay, this is gonna be like the party episode, they're gonna drug her or something, which she was being drugged, just not by the frat boys, and I was worried something was gonna happen there, which they just turned out to be cavemen. And the guy from Harold and Kumar was in this as well, which was great to see. At first when we see Buffy, you know, watching TV and, you know, barely putting her words together, and she seems out of it, you're like, okay, she's just hungover, she was out drinking all night the night before, so, you know, she's just, you know, processing everything and is hungover. And then it didn't seem to go away, and she just kept, you know, she's trying to leave the room in her pajamas, and she's stealing people's sandwiches. And I feel like they were trying to play it into what Miss Walsh was talking about in Psych, with this ego and, you know, your pleasure point, basically, where you're just going after what you want and that's all you can think about, and you don't really care about, you know, social situations of what it looks like to steal someone's sandwich. You're just so focused on getting your needs and your wants and whatever makes you happy, that's all you care about, and forget the rest. And that's exactly what she was talking about at the beginning of the class. So it was interesting to have that kind of like school curriculum brought into the episode. We saw Oz and Willow go see this band at the Bronze that Oz knew the drummer, and he definitely seemed to be very interested in Veruca, the lead singer. And honestly, that name just reminds me of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But the fact that he was like, oh, something, like usually his werewolf senses are like, oh, something, he could smell danger or something. Maybe he was having some kind of effect about the singer. I don't know. But he definitely seemed to be very focused on her, and there was something going on between the two of them. And I feel like Willow was noticing that, obviously. And Willow and Oz have been doing so well, for so long. We haven't had an episode with the two of them fighting or anything in a while. So I wonder if they're just trying to like create drama for the show and have, Oz now be interested in this other girl. Maybe it's nothing. We'll see what happens, I guess, going forward. But I really love them as a couple, and I hope this doesn't become a thing and that Oz and Willow stay together. And Oz is skipping class again. I wonder if he will eventually drop out entirely to focus on music. He seems to be, focused on more on practicing. It could be because of this girl. I don't know. But yeah, it was just interesting to have their relationship, which is usually so solid and usually something so reliable in the show, maybe show some cracks. Overall, I wasn't a huge fan of this episode. It definitely felt like they were just trying to fill an episode and they're like, we got to come up with something. And I just feel like Buffy is a stronger character than this. I understand obviously she was upset about Parker and was going there to talk to Xander, but then the fact that she just instantly takes up drinking with these randoms, maybe they're trying to play into more about her being at college and trying to find her place in this new setting, in this new environment. And I know she usually turns to her friends, but they were all occupied that night, so she couldn't. And we definitely heard Buffy like self-talking in a very negative way, and I feel like she was really doubting herself and her self-esteem was really low. But yeah, it just would have been nice to see her kind of lift herself up a little bit and have some of that confidence come back. And I feel like everybody was trying their best. I feel like she's such a strong character, and it would have been nice to see her kind of believe in herself, I think, as much as the audience believes in her. It definitely felt like they were trying to tell people not to drink, or you could possibly turn into cavemen because there's an evil bar manager who is secretly putting something into the beer. Yeah, that didn't do anything for me. I really hope the next episode is better. We didn't see any angel crossover or anything, or those group that's going around tasering vampires or anything like that. So yeah, to me this just felt like a filler episode, and now that it's done, let's move on. Maybe this episode will have huge consequences later on. Please no spoilers. And usually things are done pretty intentionally in the show. I feel like the main point of this episode was to tell us that Xander now has a job bartending and that Buffy is working through her aggression against Parker. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Why is the TA hanging out at the campus pub having some feels about this lead singer? What did they do to her brain? You're in your butterfly pajamas. She just stole that girl's sandwich. What was in that beer? What's going on? Trying to learn how to pick up tools and possibly start fires? He is becoming a monkey. I'm sure your insurance company will love the excuse cavemen bashed my car in.